So Stéphane, good to see you here today. Thanks for joining us
Ray.
on TelecomTV.
Yeah, thank you.
So you're here at the summit to talk about market dynamics in Open RAN. What's your overall view of the sector at the moment?
Well, the sector is vibrant. I mean, tons of players, hundreds of service providers doing something with Open RAN, but the problem is what they are doing, at that stage, they are still doing a lot of testing and validation efforts that pretty much are looking the same everywhere in the world. So you have a big problem of duplication all over the place, and that is killing the ecosystem. But make no mistake, the intent at the beginning was to bring as many players as possible, right? To broaden the ecosystem. So we have a big ecosystem, but we need the market to really take off, to sustain that ecosystem, and this is not happening.
Is it possible that the ecosystem at the moment has broadened maybe in the not right places or the wrong places? Maybe there's a lot of radio unit vendors, but not so many software vendors?
Well, the fact is, if you look at the outcome, you have Fujitsu, NEC, in the leading board. Was this the outcome? The desired outcome? We were thinking about having, somebody like Mavenir, Power Wireless. Mavenir is getting there, but because the market dynamics that started in Japan, you really have NEC and Fujitsu. Then if you open the hood, you see Intel inside, HPE. So, these are, the big players, very well-known names. And we were expecting more, from the unknown names or, the startups, the challengers. And this is difficult. It has been very difficult for them.
Yes. Do you think this might change over the years as the market evolves, the RAN intelligent controller becomes something that's deployed, and this opens up the sort of the application and the virtualized network element opportunity more?
Well, with the radio access network intelligent controller, you get the same problem. You have a flurry of players, thinking big about that. The problem is, as long as Open RAN does not address the entire RAN, you don't need, the RIC is not going to make it. The RIC needs to address not only Open RAN radio units, it has to address all radio units. So we need to get there. So at the same time, you are creating the same problem. Everybody wants to have a RIC, or everybody has a RIC, with apps, R apps, X apps, fantastic. But if you look, at what's going on in the world, even Rakuten is not using a RIC, okay? So you may think like, hello, there is a problem. What is the problem? They're using SON, self-organizing networks, from AirHop Communications, a startup in San Diego, which, by the way, is working on the RIC. But you need to be ready to address the entire RAN universe, at some point, and this is not ready as long as Open RAN is not accelerating.
Okay.
So we are in a very interesting place, isn't it?
Is there a solution to this challenge?
Yes, actually, I'm here to propose a solution. The solution is to consolidate all these testing and validation centers, like Japan actually has been doing. If you look at Japan, the OTIC, which is led by the Open RAN Alliance, now is being used by the 4 players, such that they can actually share and not duplicate their efforts, share what they learn. So this is a premiere, a world premiere, that we need to replicate, in other places. And I believe Germany is in a sweet spot for that, because you have Deutsche Telekom, Vodafone, Telefonica on board, plus the new challenger, 9. So you have 4 players. You have the equivalent of something that is already happening in Japan. So now how to get there? They need to talk together and share the OTIC.
Okay. So a bit more industry collaboration would go a long way.
Absolutely. It would accelerate the process and then have Open RAN take off.
Okay, excellent. Well, Stéphane, great to hear your views.
Thank you, Ray.
Good to see you, and let's keep in touch and chat some more about what's going on in Open RAN.
Okay, thank you very much, Ray.